right, y'all, we're back. Hi, and I'm Alex, and this is Home is Where My Dog Is.
And I'm Mark.
And our dogs are not here.
No dogs today. Finally, my wife is not working, so he's hanging out with her. He's getting brushed to death.
And maybe an episode again, we kind of talked about in the first season of sorts where it was like our spouses and their involvement with dogs. And I know. We got to bring that back. Because things are different now. You know, I'm living in the building that Mark lives in. And, you know, it was a time when we were first kind of with our dogs where I was running back home to walk my dog for like 20 minutes, then coming back here.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're to the point where our dogs check in on each other for walks. Like, it's kind of a given. We have our 10:45 walk. We have our last end of night walk, right?
Yeah.
Which is our business walk now.
Yeah.
And then we have we don't do morning walks together. Together.
Well, so like my schedule is still like, I take him out at like 7:30 in the morning and we'll go over to like Beverly Hills where it's nice, big, long street, a lot of lawns, a lot of yards, some dogs, a bunch of squirrels.
Good
like,
key spots.
He loves it to death. And that it gives me about 45 minutes to an hour in the morning to just walk him, and it's downhill, which means we got to go back uphill. And then like we've got like a little neighborhood loop between like home and office. And then we have, on good days, we have like a late afternoon walk where we'll link up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get in the car, head over to like Beverly Hills or do the hill. And the dogs will walk together. They'll hang out. Like my dog still like, again, I don't think he loves Terry, but he loves you.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And I don't get it. And it's because I'm not around. He loves Mel.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be gentle with when we say that, because this might be a recurring segment down the line, because we have to talk about our dog take carers, like, because we think they have the same kind of, let's call it, a way about their aura.
Sure. Yeah.
We have other names for it, and feel free to drop them in the comments, but like, we do have other names for this. They're just very good with dogs.
I think I have medium dog riz. And
let's cut that.
And here's why. Like now, when I'm out and about town and I don't have my dog with me, like dogs will come up to me. Like when I was on this vacation, even like in Paris, like these dogs would come up to me and just be like, hey, okay.
Let's smell.
Cool. All right. You smelled like you had friend on you, but we're good. But there is a lady on our street who has God tier level dog riz.
Yeah.
And like my dog will straight up come up to her, give her doe eyes, lay down, roll over on his back and give her the belly. And it's like, hey,
yeah,
what the?
Yeah.
You don't give this kind of attention to anybody in the house.
You get jealous. I get so jealous when Terry listens to other people.
You just met her.
Oh.
On the night that I slowed that car down.
Oh, yes. She's a lovely person. Terry was such a vibe around her. She has
God tier dog riz.
Yeah, if you have God tier dog riz, definitely let me know. I'm just curious as to what that means to other people, because I think you are right. I think there are people who are really good with animals. I think I'm that level of excitement for most animals that also annoys parents with kids.
I agree. I agree.
I'm
going to go ahead and say dogs probably approach you more than they approach me.
And I think it's because I'm just this level of energy that is akin to wanting to hang out with a dog.
I think I was medium riz, but you're high riz.
It's not high riz. It's just
high riz.
We all want to play.
Yeah. Like, no, you have good dog riz because like, You treat Noodle like he is like yours.
Yeah, he's a good dog.
He is like, you will kiss my dog on the mouth.
I will. I'll kiss dogs on the mouth. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Yeah.
Guilty, Your Honor.
But no, it's funny. My wife had no relationship with Noodle until,
Oh.
and I think we went over this in an episode like a couple back, where we had him for 6 months and we went on a vacation to Hawaii. And when we came back, he was like, I'm in love with her.
Oh, hilarious.
And so like just this week, the wife was gone for a work trip. She was gone for 3 days. And this dog was so damn distraught. Meanwhile, I was like, he's with me.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, hey, we're gonna spend extra time together. And he normally spends all the time with me, but this was extra. I was like, hey man, we're gonna go to lunch together. And we're gonna bring him.
We do. And not to cut you off, but like just to make sure we're on track though, like that's where we're at. We just had breakfast with our dogs after a hike at Fryman. And like look at how they treat us. Such disrespect.
And so there is something about, he's excited to see you. We call it the fur missile. Oh, yeah. It's like when he goes ears down.
Yeah. He's on
ears
his
back.
way.
Because his ears are like 3 speeds. It's radar.
First gear.
Or no, it's like, sorry, it's predatory, it's radar, and then built for speed.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's goes a fast dog. Fur missile. When he sees you, he will bypass right past your dog to just say hi to you. But when he sees Mel,
oh yeah,
he sings. He talks to her
every time.
I'm like, I don't get talked to that much.
Yeah, no, I was having trouble with my dog this morning, and I'm just like, we do all the normal things. We have a routine. I take him up for a walk. I don't bug him in the morning. Like, the dog gets to run the house. And then when I need him to just, hey man, don't bark at the parking attendant who constantly sends you love.
The 3 guys who love the hell out of your dog and their 2 girlfriends, and they just want to pet Terry, and Terry's like, I will bite you.
Yeah. I'm like, but he won't. But he has, Mark has, so I'm not, see, that's why when you like, I have medium dog riz, I'm like, no, you have the ability to manage dogs.
I get managed dogs, yes.
And I think that comes off. Noodle is like, I don't want to mess with dad too much, but he will push the boundary when he doesn't get what he wants.
Yeah.
And going back to our walks, like Mark has to walk Noodle 45 minutes easy for like a gingerly day. At least 3 times.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say 45. No, 45 times 3.
Yeah, easy. And then like with Terry, like I tell you, hey man, he's tired. Front yard.
I didn't believe it. I was like, dogs always want to go out. No. Dogs always want to go for a walk. They always want to get outside. I learned this week that is not true.
You got bit, dude.
So I'll tell you the story. So, you were having a date night. You were like, hey, we're going to leave actually extra early. Can you walk him? I had like a good time, right before a client. And I go in and I send you this photo because usually when I open your door, he is like bark, bark, bark. And he'll run at the door. And I walk in and he is just like laying on the side of the couch.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me like,
side-eyed.
What?
Yeah.
And I was like,
you.
Okay.
Not you. Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So, hey, you want to go for a walk? Nothing. Hey, let's go, Terry, let's go. Nothing. Hey, come on, buddy, let's go. Like, jingle the harness. Nothing. Leash. No. Packed some bags in your leash for you. Nothing. We'll get to that.
We talked about that.
And I was like, oh, okay. So then I went to go pick him up. He did not like that. He starts biting and scratching like my hand. And because I had like had him like this and I had like his legs here and he was going crazy in the hand. And I was just like, it tickles. Whatever.
Hilarious. You're antagonizing him.
And I was like, all right, we're going to calm down.
Yeah.
We're fine. And he calms down and I put him down and I get the harness on. I click him in, and we walk out. Didn't pee. Didn't cower. Did nothing. Was fine.
Oh,
We
he's
go up.
mad.
He does all his pee mails. He comes back. Drop him off. He goes. He looks at me, and he just walks straight into the crate. Turns around, and I was like, okay, all right. And then I go to the door, and normally your dog will race at the door if you're leaving and go kind of ape shit. You just, all right, cool. See you later. I'm just going to wait for them. And I'm like, all right, close the door and leave. Later that night, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this after.
I'm telling you.
So I come in, and he's in his little kennel, and I'm like, hey, buddy, you ready to go for another little walk? We'll get you out of here. And he's just in there, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, all right, come on, let's go. Nothing. So I reach in, and he bit, and he got his fang
I see the
in
cuticle.
between the cuticle and whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And I tried. I was like, all right, like
The text that came in.
I tipped the back of the thing to see if he would come out.
Yeah.
And he was like, nope. He backed up, and I was like, okay, so not reaching in. That's bad idea. Not. And I went, and I was like, treats is where it's at. So I got a little treat and put one there, and he just was like, nope.
I'm not playing these games.
And then I was like, okay. Then I brought it close to him, like right to his mouth, and he was like, nope. I was like, okay. So then I tried to put one close, nothing. So I was like, okay, hold on. Let me just put the back of my hand, and he just kind of did it's like, all right, you know what?
I'm out.
We're good. I know you just went like 2 hours ago. You obviously not want to mess with me right now. We're good. So I sent you a text, and
yeah, the text was amazing. It was, I don't think this is happening. And I'm like, yeah, I told you don't push it.
I think I wrote, I hath tried.
Yeah, I have tried. Yeah. But that's the thing, and not to end on this note, but as we close, there's a world where our dogs act differently with each other, like with you and with me. And there's a world where like my dog walker makes the easiest money possible. Like you and I are so good at preparing. And that's why I think we feel so bad when we do ask for the others' help, because we do so much already to like make sure the dogs aren't an issue for our everyday, and that they are an accompaniment to us.
Yeah.
Which is like a big thing when it comes to relationship with dogs. Like I love Terry so much that we went shopping. We were looking at some luggage for someone. You just end up in the various aisles that you do, my wife and me and my ADHD. Right. And I'm like, we can't get this because I can't travel with this anyway, because I have to have Terry with me over here. My trips, my life, my like how I love something completely changed with this dog, and to hear that he was distressed, I'm like, well, Mark, you're kind of an asshole.
And here's the thing, I got no beef. Like that was me sticking my fucking hand in the carrier, and I'm like, it was when he bit me. That's when I went, oh, that's a learning experience for me.
Yeah. Or when Noodle doesn't want to move, like I'm just like, I have to work around him.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing is Noodle can be scary. My wife still gets a little scared of him. Like when he's grumbly, like
big dog.
I push the fucking limit on him. Like I will get my face up in his face, and he'll be like, "Arr, arr," and I'm like, I know you ain't gonna do shit. And he'll be like, "Arr," and I'll be like, no. And he'll be like, oh, okay.
That was a treat. I guess we're cool now.
Yeah. But
No.
Sheena's always like, man, like he is angry, and I'm like, no, that's his playing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting easier. Like,
Yeah.
remember when we first started walking the dogs, Terry, I would be like, oh, hey, he likes to yap a lot. I'm so sorry. Now I'm just like,
Whatever.
it's a 50-50. If we're
Yeah,
having a good day.
Let your dog bark.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, at breakfast, it was tough. And we'll talk about breakfast one day. But breakfast, we've had 2 good breakfasts where one, he was great. And the second one, because he was too tired, I think he was grumpy. But bacon updates, food updates.
Oh, yeah.
Give it to me. What has Noodle gotten into?
Oh, let's see. What did he eat off the street? There was a day where he got up in the construction area up the street. He was able to get a piece of a quesadilla on the way up, made it another 20 feet, got a piece of a taco, and then on the way back, got a goddamn tortilla chip. So he was, living
Well
la
fed.
vida loca.
Yeah, well fed. Sounds like an El Torito on a Friday night.
Right?
Missed that.
He did not fill up on the chips and salsa.
So we went to the vet. Long story short, Terry's a little overweight. Obviously, he's this big. He's overweight. So we've been really careful. Somehow
Your dog is still smaller than a brisket.
I know, but he would get smoked quickly. The alleyway that's by the studio over here, we get tons of food and stuff and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You always tell me, hey, don't walk that way. I did it anyway. And the classic, it was a third of an already bitten patty. Here's the thing though. He had it in his mouth. I think he took a bite and was like, this is actually kind of bad. Spits out some of it. I couldn't get the rest out. Took off.
Well, I'm going to warn you right now. Someone has dropped a chicken platter over in the parking lot.
Hilarious.
So there is 2 10-ounce chicken breasts grilled that are just on the ground.
Oh no.
And I was like, thank goodness Noodle's not here.
We don't have a Patreon, but I know whose it is. Anyway, as always, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. We're trying our best to stay consistent. We love talking about our dogs, so we're just going to keep doing it. If you're tuning in for the studio, you're tuning in for Mark, you're tuning in for myself, or anything that we're doing here, like and subscribe. That stuff helps. And if it's not the dog stuff, we've got comedy. We're trying to work on some music stuff.
Some gaming.
Some gaming. And stay tuned. Don't be afraid to tell us what you want to hear.
Bye.
Deuces.